Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. The sun's in my eyes, but 66 Chevy behind me. This is my favorite body style of the Chevys from 60s, 66. This is my dream truck. This particular one, my grandpa actually got new. So this one's even that much more special, but you can see it's in the weeds. It's in the weeds because the two tires on this side won't hold air. So it's kind of put a stop in things for a moment, but I got tires at the house. We got to get them mounted. So today we're pulling it out of the weeds. I'm gonna get the tires mounted. This thing runs and drives, good brakes, original straight six, but gotta have good tires on it. So sitting on flats, but I got new tires. So let's get this thing started up. I haven't started this in 2 weeks. I bet you it fires right up. Check this out. So completely cold start. Haven't started it in 2 weeks. Check this out. We'll try it with no choke first. It's like, I don't know, 60 some degrees today. Give it a couple pedal pumps. 3. Get the key in there. See if she fires up. I guess I better take it out of gear, huh? This is a straight 6 with the 4 in the floor. Fired right up. I love this truck. Now we gotta back it up. All right, so it fired right up. I'm gonna pull it up here on this flat spot, jack it up, and get the wheels off. See if I can move it a little bit here without stalling. Bunch of cool cars out here. We're over here at Heavy Metal Customs. If you haven't subscribed to Heavy Metal Customs, Heavy Metal Paul, I have links down below where you can go check out his channel. Make sure you're subscribed to WHOTEEWHO'S Garage. Helps if you power on the microphone, don't it? But truck won't back up with the back tire being flat, so I'm gonna air them up. I should have started with that, but I was trying to be lazy and getting in a hurry. So I'm gonna air up these 2 tires. Then we ought to be able to back out of this parking spot. Come on, back tire. We just need to get you to come up just a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna try that front one again here too before I put this hose up. Oh man, we might have to get some boards or something. We're in the gravel. I can't go forward where I'm at. Got a whole car in front of me. That ain't gonna cut it. Yeah. As much as I hate to say it, we're using my Ford to pull this Chevy out. If you need an F-250, this one's fixing to go for sale. I used to be a Chevy man, but then Chevys got too expensive, so I've been driving Ford. But I'm fixing to sell this F-250. I've been daily driving it to 2011, but let's pull this Chevy out the hole that it's gravel's too wet. We can't get it backed out, but ease it on out of that hole. I got it in 4 low. Come on, baby. See, that's how they used to make them right there. We just straight pulling on that bumper. New truck, you'd rip the bumper right out of that thing. Yeah, baby. He doesn't have that Chevy running. We're just pulling it back out of gear. I guess I could look behind me, see what was behind me. All right, the front's on the jack stands. Shout out to Heavy Metal Customs and Harbor Freight. Now we gotta get the back up and get all the wheels off. You think I know how to use this kind of thing? I don't know.
Oh, you got to.
Might be too much power for me. And I'm gonna get all new lug nuts. Hey, all those came off with 19.
Majority of them probably are 19.
All right, now got all those lug nuts off. Got yellow jackets here. Now, gotta load all these wheels and tires into the back of the Ford and head to town and get the new tires put on. Sitting here looking at it, would be a good time to just replace all the front end parts. It's got good brakes, but these front end parts are real cheap, so I'm gonna take a look at those parts. That'll probably be a video soon too. Let me stack all these up. All right, now we got the Chevy up on jack stands, and we got the wheels in the back of the Ford. We got to go get new tires put on these wheels. All right, so brought the wheels back to the house. Took the wire wheel to all four of them on the inside, especially the front two, because the front two down in here, you can see where I really gave it the beans with the wire brush. These old front ends got grease fittings everywhere, and there was ½ an inch thick of grease caked in on the wheels that were on the front, just holding a bunch of dirt. That much weight can really throw off your balancer when you're trying to balance a tire. So I'm trying to help them out when I take the tires, not give them too much work. And you never know, if they just slap the tires on there and can't get it balanced, well, when a hunk of gunk falls out on the highway, then you're out of balance again. So I'm just trying to give them a clean slate. I'm gonna wipe these down with a rag and then take them to the tire shop. All right, so I didn't get them perfect, but I got most of the gunk out of there, wiped them out. This, like I said, this down in here was just caked with grease on the front too, and I got them pretty cleaned up where they ought to balance out good enough. All right, now got the new tires. Now, I get a lot of hate about these, but I've run these on a ton of trucks over the past 10 years, including this F-250. Notice those are Firestone sidewalls with BF Goodrich treads. That's because they're retreads. And I'm putting retreads on there. Why? Because these are like 90 bucks a piece, shipped to your house, free shipping. That's why. And I've run them on a bunch of big trucks, 3/4 tons, never had a problem. But I got the same size as what was on it. 235s, 75s, 15s. I'm gonna get those big old meat all-terrains on these Chevy rims and back on the Chevy. But take it up to the shop, get these tires put on. Hopefully they got time this afternoon. Shout out to the big homie Rodney. Just dropped off the tires, told him no rush, and give me a shout when you got them mounted. But good people down there. Shout out to the big homie Rodney. He said they might just slap them on right now if they get time before they close today, but if not, I'll pick them up tomorrow. Ready to be cruising the Chevy. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna replace all those lug nuts. Ain't no telling how old they are. Some of them get pretty wonky and wore out. So put up the AutoZone. All right, so they actually had an end cap full of lug nuts. The guy here at AutoZone He swore to me up and down that I was wrong and that he was right, and the computer at AutoZone said that it should be a 1/2 by 20 for those studs, assuming that they're right. So let me show you what I got. I got these. The ones on the truck are hole through the center. I figured why not get something a little classy, the closed end chrome style. Not too bad. And I got 24. They sold them in a pack of 20 and a pack of 4, but they're 6 lug on the Chevy, of course. But we're gonna see if they fit. I don't know. Yeah, well, assuming the thread's right, but we'll see. This is what was on it, right here. And my eyeballs aren't going to be able to tell just by looking at the threads, but we'll see. Upgrade from this to this. Oh, fancy. All right, he got my tires mounted. I told him I wasn't in a hurry. I didn't have to have them today, but I did them anyways. Said they didn't have any trouble balancing them. It's like this one took a pretty good size weight, but he said he didn't have no problem with them. So we'll go see what they look like on the Chevy. All right now, y'all. This is like 2 or 3 days after I left y'all. We got the tires mounted and balanced, and I think they're gonna be pretty sweet. You don't see too many C10s with all-terrains all the way around. You might see a farm truck one with all-terrains or mud tread on the back, but I just think it's gonna look pretty cool. Just a little bit different. Not to mention they were pretty cheap tires, but I'm gonna get them slapped on here. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check those new lug nuts, see if they fit. If they don't fit, I'm just gonna slap the old ones on, but I got the old ones sitting right here. These might be original lug nuts. I have no idea. Probably not on a 66, but they are all matching, so who knows? But quite a few of them are rounded off and busted up, so the new chrome ones will make them look a little fancier. I was gonna sand and paint the rims, but I got a busy week this week, so I'm gonna put that off until another day, maybe next week. That might be the next video on this pickup. But first thing I'm gonna do is test fit those lug nuts, so let me grab them. All right, I had a bad feeling in my stomach. I showed y'all, AutoZone showed me these. The guy, I said, this is what I need, and he said, no, you're wrong. My little computer says these are for 1966 Chevy C10s. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not right, dude. Pretty confident. And he said, no, that's what the computer says. I promise you. Sold me, 24 of these. Look at what it's doing. So look, the hole is so big, it don't even thread. It just goes right on there. Like it's barely touching the threads. I don't think that'll hold my tire on, do you? So, I didn't want to trust the guy at AutoZone, but he told me over and over, no, that's the right ones, that's the right ones. I'm telling you. Should have gone with what I knowed. That ain't gonna cut it. So I'm just gonna have to put the old crusty ones, and we're gonna have to hit up AutoZone and get the right ones. Not AutoZone, no. Get the right ones off of Amazon. They're cheaper online anyway. So we get these tires on with the old and busted lug nuts. And they're not gonna give me my money back either. They're probably gonna give me store credit because I didn't keep the receipt. All right, now. See if I can get the tire back on. I think these tires are gonna look good on there. Is that even recording? Yes, it is. Now, I left this on the jacks. Should be still high enough to get them on there. Yeah, here we go. Come on. Where you at? I was hoping to have some nice, shiny lug nuts on here. That's gonna have to wait till next time. we get this thing looking halfway pretty, my wife might even ride in it. No, she'll ride in it, but you know how they are. They like the fancy things. Ain't gonna be no heated seats in here or all that stuff, but man, whew, driving this thing really puts a smile on my face. So we tighten these up. I'm gonna do the zing zing on them. Always at least hand thread them first. You don't want to zing zing with the impact and booger up your studs and then turn a 5-minute job into an hour-long job. And I don't like how that one's going on, so I'm gonna switch that for a different one. But yeah, let me zing these on here, and then I'm gonna show you all 4 tires, and we're gonna go for a scoot down the road here. And I'm gonna be happy, happy, happy. We'll zing these on close and use a tire iron to do them at the end. All right, now pretty well got them all cinched on there. Let me show you these tires on here. So, honestly, I think we could have even gone for a little bit bigger tire. It's the same tire that was on it, the same size. I think I could have gone even a little bit bigger. I'll get out here, show you what it looks like. Oh man, I'm so goofy. That's what I get for working early in the morning, y'all. Could have got a bigger tire. Yeah, the thing's sitting up on jack stands, okay? That's not the ride height. Yeah, I'm just goofy. Let's let it down, and then we'll see the ride height. See, that's what you get with watching this videos, WHOTEEWHO'S Garage. Just real life stuff and me and my squirrel brain. But let me let this down, then we'll take a look at it. All right, now here's the real ride height. Let me get over here out of this bright light and we can actually see it. Good, not too shabby. Let me get out of this bright light again. Show you how the back end's sitting. Not too shabby. The whole goal, if you missed some of the earlier videos on this is my grandpa's farm truck. Bought it brand new. Whole goal of this is to keep the farm truck look. Never gonna be a show car, but keep it dependable, and we're gonna spruce it up as we go. But you can see how those tires are fitting in there. These are 235 75 15s with those all-terrains all the way around. With the tires being tucked in like that, you really don't even see that they are all-terrains, but maybe we need some spacers, have them puppies way out here. No, I'm not gonna do that, but tires are on. Now, I think we need to fire it up, take it for a cruise. And it's never gonna be parked in some weeds again. Took me longer to get the tires mounted, I've been busy. We went to Africa and South Dakota, but now I'm back home for a little piece and we'll have some time to fool with it. But priority number one is just to get it back on the road, and we need new tires for that. Mission accomplished. Let's do a cold start and go for a cruise. All right, let's hit it with the cold start. This thing, started it up, I don't know, 3 days ago or so at the beginning of the video. Give it the old couple pedal press. See how she goes here. Oh, come on now. Oh, we're gonna have to choke it today. There we go. Yeah, baby. We go sit here and let it purr for a minute. Then we're gonna take it around the block a few. Woo, baby. Love that smell. You don't get that smell off of cars no more. Woo. We're gonna let it warm up just a minute. Then we're gonna take it around the block before we park it. All right, choke off. We let it run maybe 2 minutes. Let's take her around the block. Man. Don't stall it. We got the camera going. Ooh. Granny low. That thing grips. Hey, this thing's all factory inside. You can see my knees. They made these old pickups for midgets. Oh, my grandpa, he wasn't a tall man, but I'm 6'6". Looking at this camera view, I do look kind of silly driving this thing, but hey, I love driving this truck. You want to talk about putting a smile on your face? Get in an old pickup and take that sucker down the road. Yeah, boy. Man. And the gearing is low in this. I just shifted into high gear, 4th gear at 30 miles an hour. I could have wrapped it up a little higher than that, but man, ain't nothing like driving the old pickup down the road now. I'm here to tell you. Man. Key up the fancy music and let's just cruise for a minute, y'all. Woo-hoo-hoo. 66 Chevy. It don't get no better than this, let me tell you. Don't get no better. No power steering, no power brakes, just like it was back in the day. This thing's basically all original. But let's hit that cruising music. I might change the camera angle. Cruising, baby. These tires right here, it's not having any problem cruising 50 mile an hour here. It's not wrapped out too high. That's pretty comfortable cruising right here at 50 down this back road. Clock showing 50,000 miles on her. All right, so I just took it, I don't know, 3-4 miles down the road. She runs amazing. Original motor, original transmission, got good tires on it, but smell a little bit of oil burning. It's pretty much leaking out of everywhere. Not bad, but everywhere there's oil is pretty much leaking. So next on the project is going to be some easier stuff. I'm gonna rough up and repaint the rims. That's easy. Fancier, make them look fancier. Get some chrome lug nuts, and then seal everything in the motor, clean the whole motor, degrease the whole motor, oil pan gasket, valve cover gasket. Gonna do a new ignition. We're gonna fix the rust holes. So it's got a rust hole there. The rockers are a little bit ratty. Gonna fix those, and then, you know, just some more cosmetic stuff, something that's real easy. I love this bumper where the tailgate can fall down. That's kind of a rare bumper to see, to have that ordered from the dealer. Rough that up, spray it with a clean white, and do that same white with the top and the mirrors and the front bumper. I'll go ahead and show you from the front, but I think that'll really clean it up. Repaint the front bumper, the grill, the back bumper, and the top and the mirrors. Just a real clean white. That's something real easy. I still got to finish fixing the hood. The hood got creased, you can see right there. Not terribly, and bent the hinges. We bent the hinge back out and fixed the latch up front, to where we can run it down the road without worrying about it, but it still looks a little jank. That would make the truck look a whole lot nicer when I finally finish fixing the hood like it needs to be fixed. But I don't think it's bad enough to where it needs to be replaced. Those hoods are like over $1,000 for those replacement hoods. But hey, 66 farm truck, absolutely love it. Long bed, been in the family since 66. And hold on, my uncle dared me to say a word in this video, and I forgot about it till it just popped up in my head, and I forget what it was, so I gotta go look at my text messages. Oh yeah, my uncle said those tires look nobular. So we got some more knobular tires on there. Really, I don't think they look bad though. I think they look like they're supposed to be on there. Off the truck, before I put them on, it's kind of like, man, those are some aggressive tires for a C10, but let me show you up close again. I really think they look good on there. And going down the road, they're smooth. So those tires are from TireRecappers.com. They don't sponsor us, but that's where I get all my retread tires. Those tires are like 90 some bucks a piece. So 400 beans, full set of tires for the pickup. And I run those on my F-250. But got some knobular tires on the Chevy. And she's back on the road. Runs and drives. No problem. Love this truck. Like I said, as I get time, we're going to do more and more little upgrades to it. Reseal the motor. I was actually looking at front end kits. Parts for these are pretty cheap. I'm going to do a whole new front end. Might as well do it. Also looking at suspension. Comment down below. Should we leave it like it is, farm truck? Factory ride height. Should we lower it? Should we raise it? On these trucks, it's really easy to do suspension on them. I think it looks really good like it is. My wife said she'd like it higher. A lot of people lower them, and that looks cool too. But I think it's cool like it is, but it's going to be cool no matter what. I'm going to quit rambling. I just love this truck. Absolutely love this truck. I've been thinking about this truck for the past 20 years, and we're cruising up and down in it today, and it's awesome. But hey, appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you're subscribed to WHOTEEWHO'S Garage. Shout out to Heavy Metal Customs. That's where I'm down here. He let me leave the thing on blocks in his driveway. I'm gonna put up his sign right here. Make sure you're subscribed to Heavy Metal Customs. I'll have a link down below, and there's his number. He also does the YouTube thing, and he's got Heavy Metal Paul. He's got 4 projects or so going right now that are really cool videos you want to check out. One of them is another C10, a 70-some model, 4-wheel drive. I guess that's a K10. But yeah, make sure you subscribe. Got tons of videos coming on the way you don't want to miss out. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Hoo-hoo!